The year is 2009 and Modern Warfare 2 has just been released. Call of Duty was entering its golden age, and so was gaming on YouTube.
We're back, and it's your boy Wings of Redemption.
It was the perfect storm to create the Call of Duty trickshot scene. With the rise of brands like FaZe and OpTic, what was once a wholesome hobby was now big business. The money, the fame, the glory, all the incentives were there to cheat. And what the average viewer didn't know was that behind the scenes, a whole industry had spawned around the production of fake trick shots. We're going to look at the ingenious cheating methods that fooled millions of people, the famous players who were caught back in the day, and the vigilantes who exposed them.
SoaR Trust here, and today I'll be exposing L7 Koala for faking clips.
But you fucking fake clips, you're kicked from the response, you're kicked from the challenge, and you're kicked from SoaR. You're a fucking idiot, dude. We just wanted you to know.
But before we go on, I have to give a warning. If you've got nostalgia for the trickshot scene, I don't want to be the one to ruin it. But after this, you can't help but wonder just how many of these trickshots were actually real. January 2012. This is when the world of trickshotting started to lose its innocence. FaZe Agony and FaZe Wartech released a montage called Coexistence. This montage was about to trigger the first big cheating scandal. So I'm here on the Coexistence montage, and this was notorious for having some fake shots from Agony. So let's take a look at this next shot and see if you can spot anything suspicious. Now, at first glance, it looks like Agony has hit a triple kill where he kills 3 enemies with 1 bullet. And if we look at the kill feed, we can see that he has killed 3 enemies. But then we start going frame by frame. And what we can find is that while Agony is zoomed into the sniper scope, there is actually a sudden jump cut. And if you pay attention to the kill feed, you can see that suddenly, from one frame to the next, 2 kills appear that were not there before. And then if we keep playing, then the final kill fades in. So what happened here is that it was actually 2 separate shots. It was a double kill and then a single kill. But Agony edited it together to make it look like it was only a single shot triple kill. And he also did the exact same thing again on this shot here. As you can imagine, trickshotters were not very happy about these fake triples.
Yo guys, what up, Bully G here, and I want to make this commentary short and simple. Agony isn't respected by like anyone but little 12-year-old kids who don't even know what the fuck's happening. It's unfair that we have to get legit clips and he can just go around hitting triple feeds and faking them, making them look like triples.
In response to the backlash, Agony was kicked out of FaZe, and then came the apology video.
Yes, we did get kicked out of FaZe, so that's not a rumor. They spotted a single collab that was edited to look like a triple, like I've been accused before, but that has to be my biggest mistake right there, and I'm going to admit to that.
With Agony being out of FaZe, he decided to make his own team, which was called Obey. Now at this point, you might think he would have learned his lesson and stopped the fakery, but in reality, it was only about to escalate. In December 2012, Agony uploaded this clip on Black Ops 2. It was an amazing shot, even though it was only a hit marker and not an actual kill. Except for the fact that it was fake. And he would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for the Black Ops 2 theater system. The theater system is built into the game, and it automatically keeps a replay of recent matches. So some detective out there must have been suspicious, and he was able to track down the exact match where Agony had hit the shot. And this is what he found. The shot completely missed. The hit marker was a total fake, and it had been edited in by Agony.
Yes, a lot of people left Obey for a mistake. Oh, here it is right here. Here's the split trip headshot feed. boom, and I jump off here and I add a hit marker, and yeah, that didn't turn out too nice. This isn't really an apology video. A lot of you will see this. It's an explanation video. Only people I'm sorry to are the people that left my clan.
In the aftermath of this latest and greatest fake, one of the leaders of FaZe, by the name of FaZe Seabass, came out and revealed something. As it turns out, he was aware of multiple other fakes in Agony's videos, going all the way back to 2010. But the truth is that Agony's cheating scandals only really seem to benefit him.
I feel like Agony keeps faking clips because he knows he can get away with it at times, and if he doesn't get away with it, he just gets more attention, which is more views, which is more money, so it's like a win-win situation for him. If it's okay to fake clips, then we should all just do it. Like, I feel sorry for the clan members in Obey that are constantly trying to get clips and just get disrespected because of their leader.
Despite causing all this mayhem over the years, Agony was ultimately forgiven and even allowed to rejoin FaZe a few years later. But in the meantime, that fake hit marker was about to have grave consequences, because now there was a dangerous idea in the wild. The idea of using assets from the game, such as the hit marker, in order to produce fakes. There were some nefarious players out there who had been taking notes. They were about to bring this concept to a new extreme, and the perfect opportunity was right around the corner.
What is up, guys? This is FaZe Seabass, and I am here today with a huge announcement, something that has been very highly requested from us, the FaZe Recruitment Challenge. It is finally here, and
in 2013, there was an absolute dream opportunity for trickshotters when FaZe announced the FaZe 5 Challenge, and the 5 winners would be invited to join. One of the contestants was a player called Tensor. He gave it his all, and he made it to the top 20 before he ultimately lost. But then the next year in 2014, FaZe ran the same challenge again, and this time Tensor was going to make sure he didn't lose. Everything was going well for Tensor as he cruised his way to the top 100.
Oh my no way.
But then he got a call on Skype.
What? Yo, I don't know what these guys are doing in this call, but you fucking fake clips. You're kicked from the you're kicked from the challenge, and you're kicked from SoaR. You're a fucking idiot, dude. We just wanted you to know.
He read the chat.
Under the pressure, Tensor had faked some of his shots for the challenge, but the way that he did it was about to change everything. Here we have one of Tensor's fakes that got him exposed. But pause it right there. This piece of text is the most crucial part of the clip, the match bonus text. The thing about this text is that it always appears in a public match, but never in a private match. So trickshotters had always relied on this to verify that a shot was hit in public match and not set up in a private match. But some fakers out there had tracked down the original font from the game, and they had used it to make an asset in Photoshop to be able to make a fake match bonus with any XP number. This asset was being sold for money online, and players like Tensor had started to use it.
I would really just import all my match bonus. You just add this match bonus, and you type it, blah, blah, blah. That's what you do. All right.
If you made a stupid mistake like Tensor, then of course this could still be detected. In his case, he accidentally put up the match bonus a frame too late. And in the case of some other players, it will be a lot more obvious than that.
He misspelled match bonus. Match bounds.
But cheaters had learned from the mistakes of Tensor, and they had made the fake match bonus harder and harder to detect. Until out of the blue, an incredible discovery was made by a player called SoaR Trust.
Yo, what is up guys, SoaR Trust here, and today I'll be showing you guys how my match bonus calculator works. And
up until this point, cheaters were just picking a random XP number for their fake match bonus. But SoaR Trust had discovered that this number follows a predictable formula, and now he was able to catch these cheaters out by verifying if the number was correct.
And his match bonus should be around 500 or 508. But instead, he does not know how to calculate match bonuses, and he makes it 609, which isn't even possible.
SoaR Trust was able to expose countless players, but it was only a temporary solution. Now, the cheaters also knew how to calculate the match bonus, and they made sure to do it correctly from now on. It was only getting harder and harder to tell what was real and what was fake. But if you thought fake match bonus was bad, that was only the tip of the iceberg. Because cheaters were going to fake everything they could get away with. For example, check this one out. Fake microphone pop-ups, which appear when someone talks in the in-game chat. This was used to sell the illusion of an active public match, when in reality it was actually a private match. And people also used it to make it look like they were friends with famous players. And we also had fake kill feeds, fake scoreboards, fake player cards. Everything you can think of was being faked, and it was all being sold in so-called fake clip asset packs, such as this one, which was sold by someone called FaZe Faking. Fake trick shots were such a phenomenon that it even became an art form in its own right. Fakers began to take pride in their work, and they would even host competitions for the best fakes. Players like SoaR Trust continue to do their best to combat the problem, but the reality is that there were probably many players who got away with this. Actually, we know that some players did get away with it because we only found out later when they chose to expose themselves.
Yo, what's up guys, Visions here, and I'm here today bringing you my fake clips video and exposing myself.
FaZe Viz was a popular player back in his day with over 100k subscribers, but then he decided to quit in 2014, and in his last breath, he decided to expose himself for various fake trick shots that nobody had ever caught.
It's kind of crazy how I got away with this, and everybody says like if you fake clips you're gonna get caught and stuff, but yeah, faking clips like this really is not hard at all. Like I said, I got away with it, and what I did was pretty easy.
In some cases, he even went as far as to steal clips from other players. He would use the asset packs to replace their username with his own.
I faked like a bunch of clips. I actually took people's clips in this and made it look like my clips. Then what I did is I just took my title and emblem and I masked it over his title and emblem. But yeah, if you see this, then yeah, I took your clip. Sorry, but anyway.
But possibly the most notorious faker was a player called Kliq. He was actually the first person to start selling asset packs. He definitely enjoyed faking, and he would even make alternate identities just to see what he could get away with and what teams he could get into. For example, one of his many identities was called Absolute. Every single clip under this identity was fake, but they fooled everyone, and he was invited to join many teams until Kliq revealed that it was him.
It's Kliq here, also known as AAE7 Bandia, also known as Exodus Scott, also known as Thrust Class, also known as Thrust Mace, also known as Psycho Hard, and also known as SB Absolute. And, well, yeah, as many of you know, I am SB Absolute, and I just like to start.
Kliq was certainly a troublemaker with all of his fakery and different identities, but he also had a cult following. People admired him for his faking skills and his asset packs. And he was also close friends with another faker by the name of Cats. In June 2014, Cats made an appearance on Drama Alert with Keemstar, and he revealed a big list of players who were faking.
What is up, Drama Alert Nation? We are here with Dare Cats. Now, we did an interview yesterday with Tensor, and Tensor was starting to name off some names of other people in the trick shot community that are faking clips. Then we got a tweet from Cats saying he knows a lot more and will reveal a lot more. I said, okay, Edward Snowden, let him have it.
All right, SoaR Bobo, Given Fantasy, SoaR Indies, SoaR Crew.
But there was just one problem with this major bombshell. None of these players were fakers, and some of them weren't even trickshotters. The list was a total fabrication by Cats and Kleos, just for the purpose of trolling Keemstar. But the question is, would he be dumb enough to fall for it?
Synergy Donnie, Dare Branjo, SoaR Rim, and Obey Soak.
Oh my god. This is the biggest drop of fake clips ever in the history of trickshotting. This is insane.
But even though Keemstar got trolled with this list, it was true that fake trick shots were becoming a widespread problem. And whilst all this was going down, there was an entirely different method of faking that some cheaters had started to use. So this brings us to our next case study, the case of SoaR Azza. In April 2013, Azza uploaded this clip on Modern Warfare 2. At first, everything looks normal. It looks like a legit shot in a public match with a correct match bonus and everything. But there was a tiny mistake that gave it all away. For whatever reason, Azza just so happened to pause the game for a split second, and there was something very wrong in this pause menu. You see, in a normal match on Modern Warfare 2, the name of the game mode always appears in the pause menu. In this case, Search and Destroy. But in Azza's clip, the name of the game mode is completely missing from the menu, and this is something that's only known to happen in a modded game. It turns out that Azza was using a hacked Xbox along with a mod menu like this one. And as you can see, one of the features in this mod menu is to set it from private match to public match. When this feature is enabled, the game will have everything you'd normally expect from a public match, such as the match bonus. So this way, we can spoof a public match, but without any of the video editing or asset packs like we've talked about before. Still to this day, these types of spoofed games are referred to as Azza Lobbies and Azza mod menus solely because of this incident. And as time went on, Azza Lobbies would only become more advanced with even more features to help the cheaters. In particular, this feature right here is one of the most important. Explosive bullets, or EB for short. What this feature does is it allows your bullets to still hit the enemy even if you actually missed. You can think of it like expanding the hitbox of the enemy players, making it significantly easier to hit trick shots. And you can actually configure how powerful the EB is. If you set it to the maximum value, then basically all of your shots will hit, even if you're just looking up at the sky. But if you set it to a small value like 50 or 100, then it only expands the hitbox by a small amount and it still looks very legit. And so, over the years, Azza Lobbies with EB became a very popular way to fake trick shots. The only problem was that it required a modded Xbox, which most people didn't have. So because of this, hackers who did have a modded Xbox started to sell these Azza Lobbies to trickshotters. For example, this website right here was selling them for $5 per lobby. And if you're wondering what happened to Azza, he was kicked out of SoaR for a few days, but he was quickly forgiven and allowed back. Ultimately, he quit the scene in 2015, and he went down as a pretty legendary player. But he was always remembered the most for that Azza lobby.
Yo, what is up guys, SoaR here today. Today I'll be showing you guys how to find people that set up and lock lobbies on BO2.
So now, let's go ahead and take a look at yet another cheating method. In March 2013, there was a free DLC for all players on Black Ops 2 when Nuketown 2025 was added. From this point on, every player had to have this DLC installed or it wouldn't let you play the game. You would get blocked by this screen, which forced you to download the update. But there was a glitch to bypass this screen and get into the game anyway.
So once you get to the main menu, it's going to tell you that you can't get in unless you have Nuketown. Now there are two ways to get past this. You can either get invited by a friend, or you can go to a friend's player channel and load up a custom game. Doing this gets you past the main screen of that.
So why would you want to do this? Well, if you did this glitch, you would only get matched up with other players who had also done the same thing. And since it was basically just trickshotters doing this glitch, whenever they searched for a game, they would only get matched up with other trickshotters. And then they would take turns setting up for each other, allowing each other to go for trick shots without any regular players trying to kill them.
So if you want to use this method to, level up on some kids trying to set up, you can go ahead and do that. Just delete Nuketown, and now you can also use this to set up, but I will fine you and I will expose you. This has been SoaR Trust, and I'm out.
This type of cheating method became known as locked lobbies, and there were numerous other ways to do it across the CoD games. And I have to say, it became a very popular method, and SoaR Trust had his work cut out for him.
And today we'll be exposing Red Strobe, SoaR Andes, and SoaR Glows for setting up clips in a Black Ops 2 locked lobby. I thought Red was one of the few legit clans out there, but this just shows how all my hope is gone.
But out of all these cheats we've seen so far, at least you still needed to have the skill to actually pull off the shot itself, even if it was set up in a private match or a locked lobby. However, that was all about to change with this next method. In 2013, a device was released called the Cronus Max. This device can be plugged into your console, and it can be used to play back macro scripts on the controller. So unsurprisingly, trickshotters would create macros to do the trick shots for them. Oh, and of course, they would also sell these scripts.
If you have a pack, which you can buy my pack for like $20, it's pretty cheap. Ton of scripts, by the way, super cheap. Buy my pack. Or you can you can make your own scripts. I'll put a blank. Yeah. All it does is literally not shoot from it. And then this is you just built the fucking. This is like what all the nerds do. Congrats, you're a nerd now.
This method also became quite popular, and it's still used to this day. Although a lot of the time it will be overused to the point where it was a bit obvious.
Yo, he's down. Oh, yo, he's down. Oh.
Yeah, it's sad, dude. I wish they would do their stuff legit, but hey, it's what it is. Cronus is ruined trickshotting. Exactly, bro.
So now let's jump ahead to 2020. By this point, most of the people still trickshotting were playing on Plutonium. Plutonium is a modded version of Black Ops 2 on PC, which allows you to host custom servers. And at the time, a FaZe member called FaZe Adapt was hosting a trickshot server. On this server, there was a particular player who often joined that stood out above everyone else. A player by the name of Warpzy, who got everyone's attention with his crazy shots.
Nah, I believe he didn't. Oh my god. Oh my god!
Fucking god! Wow! Who is, bro? This kid is cracked! What?
Warpzy would specifically log onto the server whenever the FaZe members were playing. This way, he knew that he would get their attention whenever he hit a good shot.
You two-pieced it with cooldown across a map wallbang? Fuck this kid, bro.
And he impressed them so much that they started to think about recruiting him.
We were looking at this one kid, man, because he looked like a grinder. He was working hard. We saw him. He kind of reminded us of us when we were kids. When we were growing up doing this, you know what I'm saying, making video, give him a career, and then maybe if he keeps killing it, bring him on the FaZe. Obviously, there was no...
With all this success, Warpzy was apparently the talk of the town in his high school. But then, something very strange happened when he hit another shot on the server.
Bro! Oh, he left, thank God. Thank God, that means he didn't hit it. Sick. Wait, why'd you leave, motherfucker? That was crazy, bro. I spawned, oh my God, no. Bro, that was so... He's hacking. Bro, he has to be hacking.
He is hacking, 100%. Wow, that's actually crazy. I thought that was...
Wait, bro, that means he's hacking.
I thought that Warpzy kid was...
Does that mean the other shots he was hacking?
Yeah, that's why he left the game.
Some people were already suspicious that Warpzy might be hacking. But after this, it looked pretty much confirmed. He was literally looking the opposite direction to the enemy, and yet the shot still hit. In fact, this looked just like the EB hack from the Azza Lobbies that I was talking about earlier. And as it turns out, there was a website called engineowning.com which was selling a hack with this exact feature. So now the FaZe members suspected Warpzy of using this, and they summoned him to a Discord call to question him.
Okay.
I'm hoping for a non-Tensor 2 moment.
Oh no, dude. This whole situation is actually like everyone at in my school is texting me right now. They're like, dude, what is going on?
Warpzy was doing his best to try to defend himself, but after about 30 minutes of intense interrogation, FaZe Rain had a genius idea to get to the bottom of this. You see, in order to get the engine owning hack to work on plutonium, you actually had to rename the Black Ops 2 EXE in the game files. So if Warpzy had this renamed file, then that would truly be the smoking gun. And so FaZe Rain told Warpzy to show his game files, and this is what went down.
Your file is named T6MP. My
Correct.
file is named T6RMP.
Yeah.
And if you have T6MP, apparently that means that you most likely have cheats. Because our files are. Why do you not?
My
have the
files
R?
doesn't. My files don't look like that either. Why does yours say that?
Yeah.
And it's true because mine. What do you mean? Yeah. So you are cheating?
So, okay, I think.
Dude, so you are. You are. If you. What do you mean? So.
Yes.
You just be like no. So you
Yes
are.
or no?
Okay.
You're cheating.
No,
You're
I'm out.
cheating, man.
I'm out.
You
So,
really, you fucked up, bro. You
So,
really,
yeah.
you really had a chance, man. I'm serious. You really did have a chance, and
I
you
know. I did fuck up.
There's certain things it's just whack to do, man. And that's faking clips on COD, man. It's one of the 10 commandments, man. Thou shalt not EB. And then homie did it.
So now, I think it's about time to revisit that question from the beginning. Those classic montages from back in the day, all those trick shots that made people's childhoods, how many of them were actually real? Of course, we'll never truly be able to quantify this, but I'd wager that if we could know the number, there were more fakes than most people ever imagined. With that said, to me personally, it doesn't tarnish the memory or the nostalgia. All of these sagas, all of the drama, all of the time and effort put into these crazy cheating methods. To me, it all just makes me more amazed and more immersed in the history. And to the cheaters who were featured in this video, all I can really say is thank you for adding to that memory, adding to that nostalgia, and being a part of this journey. This is your boy Retro, signing out.